working as intended.
Explosion time. Alright, time to go forward and back. I think it's time to go forward and back. Also, if I want to start the Warring Triad, I actually have to finish the, what is it, 4.1 quest line? Or 3.1? The fuck was I doing way out here? I guess Blue Mage things. Anyway, we'll be idle way out here again. My inventory's a mess. It's like I forgot to clean it up. Get rid of things I don't have enough of for the equipment. Hello, Biggs. Biggs has instructions for you from Sid. Exponential entropy. Going forward and back. Quickthinx says the future's already been read, eh? That we're fighting a losing battle? Well, we're not. We've got a thing or two to say about that, don't we? Rundrox is safe with us, which means the Illuminati won't be turning back time on us anymore. And that's not all. Thanks to your efforts, we've got ourselves a straight path to the third and final core. Aye, the very heart of the Colossus. Put it out of action and the whole thing will grind to a halt. Let's go! We'll show the Illuminati that the future is yet to be decided and save Mid while we're at it. Alright, go on in. Now I just wait in the queue. Heart of the Creator. Yeah, finishing, yeah, what is it, 3.1 is a requirement for the first Warring Triad. So, maybe I should do some story. Just waiting on a lot of people playing because it's actually patch day. We're coming up on patch day. So it's probably, we're right in the middle of a content drought. Oh, never mind. Maybe last minute people doing their normal raid roulette. Alright, here we go. Time to chase some cruises. Wee, robots! I remember this guy being kind of a hassle on Savage. AoE. AoE. Those guys do donut attack. They don't if they die immediately. Whee! I think that's all the enemies. AoE them. Whoops, wrong button. I guess I better heal you. Alright, time to go forward and back. Big robot. Shiny robot. Transform! I have you as a mount. Here goes forward and back. Wee! Wee! This boss is the first one I think that had the active time action, right? He's like, don't worry, it actually isn't my first time. Optical sight, does this one get out or? No, this one's circles on everyone. Don't want to get hit by two. Add time. That actually hits pretty hard. Afraid it's gonna cleave. Alright, we've got next optical sight. Yep, this one's get out of the middle. Man, there's so much forward and back. Incoming GA. Explosion time. What was the other healer? It's actually pretty close to it. We're blasting off. Press the thingies. Whee! Active time maneuver. Get ready to jump up just by pressing any button. Oh, is this guy? Are they not? I'm firing my laser! Get fucked! And here's where you press the button. Whee! Alright, here comes the ult. I'll swift cast in a moment, don't worry. Yeah, this phase you slowly take a little bit of damage, but on Savage, he does the thing that takes your hit points down to 1, so you have to make sure there's shields. Doesn't this kill the shield? Get in front. And then just make sure the prey goes away. That prey. You don't want to be anywhere near that. That's a tank buster. Tank buster. Time to avoid the lasers. And there's a preyed person. And there's circles. No, we have out. Propeller wind. Get behind these. Propeller wind. Everybody's confused. 0.1%. That was messy. People don't know how to deal with propeller wind. It's assumable, but how about you just don't get hit by it? Nod. Also won probably everything. Victory! I'm all alone. I got no commendation, but I survived. Outstanding, Monica. Another Illuminati creation reduced to scrap metal. I'll wager the mere sight of you is enough to send the Gobby scurrying back to the drawing board. Hooray! There it is, the heart of the beast. Only now that I see it up close do I comprehend the true scale of the thing. To reach this size in so short a space-time, the core must be taking an aether at a positively ungodly rate. I'd be willing to wager that it can regrow itself faster than we could ever hope to chip away at it. Which means we need to change tack. The central control room houses everything required to operate the Colossus. Not inconceivable that it might offer us a way to regulate, or even shut off the flow of aether to the core. Of course, any attempt to control Alexander is doomed to fail without the guidance of the Enigma Codex, and there's only one person alive who can access its secrets. But Chief, do we really need to drag the poor girl back here? What if she falls into Illuminati hands again? Uplanders waste their tongue flaps. Quickthinx has seen future, true future, and it ends badly for Uplanders. Very, very badly. Uplanders think that they just lazy walk into central control. Quickthinx thinks not. All passages sealed, all floaty boards disabled. Only way left open is here, through core chamber, and when Uplanders come next, it be the Uplanders' end times. Quickthinx has seen it. Boop! Bad Shinoa. I'm booking it. Wait, is it just me or are you getting the feeling we've seen all this happen before? It is Watcher Book of Backrix. And look, writings end where Backrix leaves off when Shinoa sends Watcher back, spinny falling from Backrix's fingers. What the? You mean to say the book Quickthinx has been reading all from all this time is your journal? The same journal that slipped from your hands when we traveled back in time? So that's how he was able to anticipate our every move. He's no prophet, just a god with delusions of grandeur and a diary from the future. So the glorious bleeding future he was always going on about, the one that was written, was nothing but Backrix's record of the stuff we'd already seen? Bugger me, I've just had a thought. Oi, cat! Are you Schrodinger from the shortstop, or are you Quickthinx's familiar Shinoa? Twice for yeah, was it, Chief? I believe knew it. She's both. After Schrodinger went tumbling down from the Colossus, and don't ask me how she survived the drop, Quickthinx found her, took her in, and gave her a new name. It's like they're two cats, but also one at the same time. I'm setting aside from the question of whether or not that even makes sense. What possessed that confounded cat, whatever you want to call her, to do this all in the first place? I swear all she's done is made a right old mess of everything. Now, which taking out our frustrations on a mewing kitten won't get us any closer to dismantling the core, getting back to the crux of the matter. Backrix, you said the journal ends right where you left off, yes? Then it's nothing but blank pages from that point on? Do you hear that, everyone? Though Quickthinx would have us believe otherwise, the future from here on onwards, that is, it's still to be written, and I'll be damned if we won't be the ones to write it. When do we do Gobby murder? Kitty's just hanging out. Alright, next is the last section. Future book is gone, but no matter, all knowings of true times are safe up here in Quickthinx's brain case. Quickthinx's chosen one, mender of history. Truth is unchanging. True times choose Quickthinx to do their bidding. True times send Shanoa into past, deliver to Quickthinx knowings of future. True times live inside, guiding all of Quickthinx's doings. Every tongue flap, every busy deal, every brain spark of Quickthinx brings world closer and closer to perfection. Guides Illuminati to rightful places, rules of new world order. True times will not be unmade by ignorant uplanders. Quickthinx needs no future book, no Gobby girl. Quickthinx needs nothing and no one but her own self. Future has chosen and future chooses Quickthinx. Yes, even now, power granted by True Times wells from Quickthinx's fingertips. Power beyond understanding of uplanders' feeble brain cases. Alexander, Overwatcher of True Times, deliver divine judgment on ignorant uplanders and crush them out of existence for all times. That's right in the skull brain. Also, suddenly Alexander music. We had time stop boss. The boss has a bunch of mechanics where like time stops and then mechanics just happen. Am I on 4th rune yet? Yes. Let me see if we got this right. 3 years ago, the Quickthinx of back then found the journal from the back records of now dropped, which was the only possible because we traveled into the past, all the time being a circle and all that. So he had to look inside and, not knowing the truth of the matter, got it into his head that he has some sort of prophet chosen to set history straight, and that Shanoa, who miraculously delivered the book to him, was a messenger from the future sent to show him the way. That's all well and good, but the question remains, why did that bloody cat start all this in the first place? What could she possibly stand to gain from setting in motion this ridiculous convoluted series of events? Another answer found, another question raised. Eh? Oh sweet, I can play forward and back. Big steals himself for what may be your final confrontation with the Illuminati. Alright, Monica, this is it. We still don't know exactly how we're going to disable the core, but we do know that our only chance is to get back to that central control room. We also know that there's only one way in, and that Quickthinx isn't going to let us through without a fight. Now we can be pretty sure he can't see the future, not anymore at least. And without Roundrocks to read the codex for him, he won't be turning back time on us either, but he's still a power-mad maniac with some of the deadliest machina in the realm at his disposal. And after losing that book of his, I'd wager his trigger fingers feeling pretty bleed and itchy. I'd best be ready for a battle and a half. Muscle against metal, man against machine. Gods, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or soil myself. Mayhap all three. Yeah, here comes the chief now. It's time to move out. Into a cutscene. It's like, how do we end up in the core? And just stroll on in. Tick tock, time moves on, imperfect past giving way to perfect future. Worthy or unworthy of place in New World Order. Alexander wilt judge. Yes, all is as Quickthinx foresees. Truth hammer of Alexander falls on Uplanders, ignorant and unworthy, not welcoming an Illuminati future. Here, Uplanders meet their end times. I'm firing my laser. What? Freeze time field is deactivated? No matter, Uplanders will be reduced to smolder dust. Fire! Get out of the way. I'm a firing my laser. Wee. Seven hells, now that was a bit too close for comfort. Is everyone alright? Colossus inside the Colossus? Look, I don't know what that thing was, but I'm pretty damn sure I know where it went. Or miraculously when. If I'm not mistaken, what we're looking for is localized distortion of time. The only question is when our metal friend will reappear. Better not to wait, lest they catch us unawares. Monica, I need you to head into the distortion and dismantle that thing. We'll secure a path to central control while you do. Good luck. Jump into a ball of time. Just like we have to do in the actual fight. At least DPS generally does, right? They don't make a healer do it, do they? Doesn't generally a healer stay out? Do some actual healing? Alright, time to fuck up your brain case. Bring back nightmares of fighting perfect Alexander. And getting killed because you're still moving around halfway through a cast. DPS fell asleep. Nope, DPS didn't fall asleep. We're going into the final fight. Big robot. Lots of time stop. There's a thing where, like, one person gets a stack and several people get a spread, but I've had, like, the spread stand in the stack and just fuck everybody up. A lot of times. I've also had the DPS decide not to do portal things. Big robot. Alright guys, let's fuck this up. Let's fuck it up, or fuck up this fight. Tank Buster. Tank Cleave. Mega Holy. Holy. Tank Buster time. I'm firing my laser. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I was gonna say, is he gonna tank Cleave? Cleave. Mega Holy. Pew! Oh, no, it does one hit. Add time. Art of War. Art of War. Press your AoE buttons. Hey, these guys actually kind of hurt, don't they? Big ads. All that damage. I think they're supposed to be tanked separately. Doesn't one have vulnerability? Give vulnerability to the other? I can't remember. These guys just AoE after a while. Almost holy. Didn't even get a chance to hit. Alright, gotta LB3 this. Just like an ultimate! Here comes the big laser. 5 seconds to Divine Judgment. Wee laser! Ow! Alright, to the center. Chronofoil. Temporal stasis. So greens go away. Stack up here. He's gonna teleport and fire his laser. Get out of the way of the laser! Laser. He has some Mega Holies. Mega Holy! And Tank Buster. Alright, DPS get into portals. Oh, people actually went in. Good for them. One tank and three of the DPS. That's okay, tank can take out those things easily too. I remember on Savage, wasn't it like one tank, one healer, 2 DPS? And then the tank had to like tank the hits. The healer had to heal themselves and DPS just kill theirs. Don't get by lasers. You guys okay in that different dimension? You guys have been there for a while. And the Mega Holy didn't hit them. Punishing heat. Laser! Ah! Gravitational anomaly. Don't worry, buddy, I got you. Summon Alexander. Now there's gonna be laser puddles, but this boss is like almost dead, so we may not see many of them. We're still seeing Mega Holies though. There's the laser puddles. Did I make it in time? No. Incoming lasers. Did it. Sins of the Creator. Bye. Sparklies. Hooray! Raids complete. Alexander complete. Alright, peace out. And items. Actual player comms. Alright, how does the story conclude? I had a great time. You're not disappointed, old friend. The path to the control room is clear. Everyone, follow me. The flow of aether to the core must be stopped. Pray lend us your strength one more time, child. Let's go, Gobby friend. He's like, high five. When Quickthinx winds back time, doings of Uplanders will be undone. History will be rewritten and Illuminati will rule over New World. Order. Huh, even think you can make take Round Rocks, we are welcome to try. Foolish Uplanders knowing that the Enigma Codex are not known to just one. What in the damn thing's responding to him? Uplanders are slow, and Quickthinx never needed Gobby Girl from beginning. Murder. When the final core is activated and Alexander fully awakens, its power will be such that it could entirely consume any who sought to control it. You were too craven to risk your own life until you had no choice. Treasure Hunter, but Treasure Hunter is too slow coming. Future has chosen. You poor deluded fool, you never did work it out, did you? The future doesn't choose us, we choose the future. Oh, get fucked! Boom! Headshot! Now, child. You give it the high five. Talk to the hand. Laser hand. That was almost as satisfying when Dark Knight Friend murdered the mother. Because let's be fair, that was really satisfying. We pressed the off switch. She's like, murder complete. Dealt out some justice. So the knowledge of the Enigma Codex allowed you to disable the core. Power stores are depleting rapidly. Without a steady supply of aether, it's only a matter of time before the whole thing grinds to a halt and fades away. Rundrox is glad to see Treasure Hunter safe, but how is Treasure Hunter sneaky hiding from Illuminati? I don't know, there was a great shaking and I was thrown from my feet into some dark, cramped place. I must have lost consciousness because I don't remember anything until a few moments ago. Was your husband watching out for you? Sounds to me like you had a nice nap in a rubbish chute. What matters is that you're safe, and with that, I think we can declare this operation a success. Alright, make our way out. Yep, make our way out. Whoa. It's like, can I come back here? Escape from central control. And you just have to exit. Why can't it just put us right into this next cutscene? I was exiting. Good to see my work here is done. Let us take our leave. What about Kitty? Hi, Kitty! Well, that's creepy. Damn it all, didn't we kill that bastard? Negative. Quickthinx better built own body, made stronger than ordinary gobby. Quickthinx is not unmade by simple flesh wound. Better built 7 hells, that's not a mask. It's his face. He's more machina than goblin. Alexander music! Zealous is like, can you guys stop firing lasers at me? Oh, Alexander, Lord of Steel and Worldly Cogs, outspread wings of time, let ignorant and unworthy feel divine judgment. Panic! Panic! The Codex responds, he means to return to the past. Access denied? What means this? This red glow, Alexander is refusing to obey his commands? Whee! Have some lasers back. Alexander Junkbrain Machine Quickthinx is chosen when tongue flaps of Quickthinx must be obeyed! Get fucked again. It would seem Alexander has achieved what a simple flesh wound could not. Quickthinx's permanent deactivation. Quite how and why is less clear. If I didn't know better, I would say the machine had a mind of its own. It's like, are you my husband? Flash twice for yes, once for no. Dan, my love, could it truly be you? You were in there all this time, weren't you? Watching over me, keeping me safe. Did it just blink twice? Bugger me, the machine's actually talking to her. So Soul really was in the Prime all this time? Chief, is that even possible? The core, without the Codex to bridle its power, it rages out of control. It drinks an aether like no primal I've ever known. We must stop it now, lest or else it'll be blood dry. Finally, I see. This is why you summoned me to this place, isn't it? My love. Thank you for guiding me here, Monica Roundrocks. Know that I shall always cherish the time we shared. Farewell, my friends. No! Min must not go! Time to skedaddle. My friends, leave this place. Leave now. Fear not, Alexander will trouble you no longer. What about Kitty? Don't even get a nuclear explosion? My love, what is this place? How best to put it, we stand inside a mathematical simulation calculated and projected by the device at the heart of the Colossus. One might equally say it is the dream that Alexander dreams. And what are our companions, are they? Their fate was not mine to change, but all that came to pass did so for a reason. History as it was, as it should be, free of the paradoxes that spelled its undoing. From this place, unfettered by the mortal construct of time, Alexander looks out upon past, present, and future, seeing infinite possibilities. I see what it sees and feel what it feels, this perfect machine, born from yearnings for an ideal world. So is the FF14 multiverse just born? Oh, if you could see the worlds we have seen, a world in which the Illuminati rule history with an iron fist, every nation brought under their yoke, a world in which Alexander spread wide the wings of time and swept the lesser moon from the heavens, averting the calamity. Alexander dreamed all the realities imaginable, all the realities mathematically computable, and in the end reached a single logical conclusion. It would change nothing and erase itself from existence. But why? Alexander possesses the power to travel through time and space and reshape history for the better. But such power comes at great cost. The sheer quantity of aether consumed in the process means that Alexander himself would, mayhap not immediately, but inevitably bring ruin to this world. This perfect machine, the supreme manifestation of logic and science, deemed its own existence a threat. And so chose to do nothing, to leave history untouched and the future in the hands of man with all its imperfections. Such was Alexander's divine judgment. A time will come when the fate of the world is placed in the hands of one warrior. For reasons hidden to me, the future from that day forth remains shrouded in mystery, beyond even the Colossus' ability to calculate, and yet Alexander chose to believe in that woman and the light within her. I met that woman. I believe in her too. There was but a single time Alexander was spurred to action, not to change history but to preserve it. The summoning of the Colossus and the events that followed had potentially disastrous consequence for our reality, its fabric strained to accommodate an infinite number of potential futures separated by nary a thread. Were the wings of time to fall into the hands of the Illuminati, the repercussions would be dire indeed. History would be rewritten over and over again, each time bleeding the land of Aether, and in the end, the Colossus would usher in another calamity. To prevent this tragedy, to preserve the circle of time as it had already been set in motion, Alexander set forth a humble servant to do its bidding. Kitty! A clockwork coil, an eternal child, to gently nudge history back into its proper path. And now but one task remains. Having become one with the horn, the core is well nigh indestructible. It would only regrow itself until it bled the world dry, and so we must heed Alexander's wish and steal it away, far from the reach of man. A close pocket of space-time, a fraction of an instant that will repeat it in perpetuity for all eternity. That is where the core must go, and us with it. Don't you see, my love? We are already there. In coming here to you, I have closed the circle of time. I am all but certain of it. When I accepted the horn all those years ago, the man who gave it to me said that it had the power to grant any wish. And so, as I took it in my hand, I prayed and prayed with every ounce of my will for the one true desire in my heart. To be with you forever. Alright, all done. Rondrox is back and I'll share with the chief. Everyone's safe and sound, except for Mid, that is. The poor lass always had a flair for the dramatic, but to think she'd throw herself into the core. It's odd though, I could have sworn I heard her voice in there, saying the Colossus would trouble us no more or something of the sort, and for what it's worth, it has been sleeping like a baby ever since we got out. And that's not the half of it. Take a close look inside the berry, Monica. It's like time is standing still. Bugger, I don't know what it all means, but I'd like to believe Mid and her love somehow sealed away the core for us. Softens the blow a bit, you know? Alright, more music. Suddenly, orchestrions. Biggs has been reflecting on the final confrontation. I'm still not sure how we managed it, but I'm just happy to be out of that godforsaken place in one piece. Of course, it's a damn shame what happened to Mid. Hold on a moment. She's what? Aye, Chief, leave it to us. Please, Monica, Rondrox's gone missing. I've been worried sick about the poor lass ever since we got back. I mean, how would you feel if you saw your best friend throw herself into a running engine? I'll wager she's run off somewhere where the two of them used to frequent together. Why don't you now look around here? Why don't you search the collector's quarter? Come on, let's find her before she gets herself into more trouble. Depressed Gobbyark. Hi. Oh, it's Uplander. Why does Uplander come to this place? Rondrox is sorry for worrying Uplanders. Rondrox just wants to go to a quiet place and do some backthinking. Poor Gobby. Running out of giant whirly cogs, Rondrox feels something rattling in pockets, and Rondrox reaches in and cannot believe what she finds. A rattling thing is glowstone, Rondrox's favoriteest treasure. But it is dark. Even with many tryings, glowstone does not glow for Rondrox. Not anymore. There, child. We were worried sick about you. What's that, Monica? Is aught amiss? The code is no longer response to your touch. Intriguing, if not entirely surprising, right, I guess. I would hazard that it's because this experience has served to open her eyes. The Enigma Codex was born from one man's all-consuming pursuit of perfection, its knowledge sealed off from many who harbored even a sliver of doubt as to the merits of the ideals that it espoused. Quickthinx, Midner Youth, Rondrox, though their reasons might differ, arrogance, youthfulness, childish innocence, none thought to question the words within, and so the Codex opened itself to them. But now Rondrox has seen with her own eyes what blind devotion to ideals can bring. And she's not the naive child she was before. It's all well and good to dream of building something that's perfect, but sooner or later you have to stop dreaming and start doing, hammering it together by your own hand in your own blood, sweat, and tears. In so doing, you are forced to confront your own failings and deal with your frustration at the world's unfortunate habit of falling below expectations. Hell, there may come a time when you just want to tear the whole bloody thing apart and start again, but more often than not, you emerge from it all with something you can hold on to and carry with you in the future, and that will do a damn sight more for you than any starry-eyed ideal. Rondrox understands. Rondrox will collect more and more junk, build a city of great treasures with own hands. Yeah, that's the spirit. Rondrox has one wish, not blowing glowstone as piece of Mid's dream. Rondrox would give back to Mid. A noble wish, child. Would that we could grant it, but I fear that steel giant and all that lies within its barrier is far beyond the reach of mortal hands. Frozen a single moment till the end of time. That's a fate I'd not wish on anyone. Mew. Hi. Well, look what it is. You have a real knack for turning up underfoot, don't you? Reminded of the apparent ease with which this little girl seemed to slip in and out of the Colossus, were it not for the small matter of time having stopped in there, I'd send her in with Rondrox's glowstone without a moment's hesitation. Mew mew. 2 mews? Might that suggest a willingness to try? Mew mew. Giving a stone to a cat in hopes of delivering it to 2 souls trapped in time? Now I think we've seen everything. Do you think those 2 will ever be free of that place? Mayhap one day, when the perfect future they sought to bring about becomes a reality. In that sense, one might even say their fate is in our hands. Leave to Rondrox. Rondrox works hard. Builds sparkly, shining future for Mid. I think this quest line was very Mid. And shall we, child? With that, Monica, we must take our leave. For all you have done to stave off yet another primal threat, you have our gratitude. I contacted Biggs and Wedge to let them know that they can call off the search. Needless to say, they were relieved to hear that Roundrocks is safe. There was also a matter they were looking to discuss with you. You said they'd be waiting for you back at the shortstop. If you will be returning to the shortstop, I would ask a small favor of you as well. Pray deliver this volume to Backrix, and tell him I believe it is that which he seeks. Till next we meet, Monica. Peace out. I'm back, Rix. Now Androx is safe for shortstop and Backrix is easy breathing. Uplanders have thanks of Backrix. Uplanders bring present for Backrix. Manuscript. This is Charlene Legend Book from Stola. Backrix has waited for Legend Book for a long time. Backrix has been reading about many things about Enigma Codex and blue-haired Uplander that writes it. Maybe these knowings will save Gobbyflock from Giant of Whirlycogs. Thanks Backrix. Now Giant of Whirlycogs sleeps and Gobbyflock is safe, but still Backrix would fill Braincase with knowings, fill pages of Watcher Book with data. Let Backrix see. Yes, it's just Backrix. Are Backrix's eyes playing tricks on him? Oh, you're feeling alright there? You look like you've seen a ghost. Page tells Stray Legend of Hotko tribe, uplanders of blue hair. Many years ago in old times, 2 children, boy and girl, ousted from belly of giant, still giant. 2 children grow to man and woman, becoming father and mother of great people of Hotko. Names of 2 are Dain and Mid. Look at hand drawing, even faces are same looking. Egad, if that's our Mid and Dan, why, that means that one day they'll be freed from their fate and reborn far in the past. So after searching for near eternity, they finally found the perfect world they were searching for? It may be just a fairy tale, but I, for one, would like to believe it. And Free Legend goes on. 2 children step out of steel giant holding small stone. Stone is dark when sitting on ground, but holds stone in hand and shiny lights. Glowstone of Roundrocks. Let me see if I have this straight. The codex fragment you gave to that girl a few moments ago now features in a legend from ages past? That can't be possible, can it? Kitty! At this point, I'm not ready to believe anything, but that reminds me, there was something I wanted to ask you, Monica. Remember when we went to the core and almost got our arses fried by a colossus inside a colossus? Well, I felt the strangest sensation then, a feeling that chilled me to the bone. And something terrible had happened that I couldn't for the life of me remember. I felt it too, so tell us, did you see anything when you were going in and out of time? Do you have an idea what happened to us while Quickthinx was spinning the hands of the clock? I'm afraid I do. You're afraid you do? Well, that's not ominous in the least. On second thought, how about you don't tell us thank you very much? You know, arguments from me. There are some secrets better left secret, and from the look on Maka's face, I reckon this is one of them. Anyway, it seems this long and thoroughly mind-boggling battle of ours has finally come to an end. Of course, there's still plenty of work to be done, but now that Quickthinx is out of the picture, I've got high hopes that Roundrocks and their friends will one day build their shining kingdom of rubbish and refuse. Speaking of work, we better get back to it before the chief catches us chattering. Always a pleasure. Till next time. Alright, bye. Kitty! Suddenly orchestrians. Alright, Alexander all done. Back in time. So much shit in this game. Alright, I guess we can go and continue some main story. And then we have, what is it, Warring Triad. Then we have, what is it, Hildebrand. And that should be it. I mean, there's still level 50 fishing quest that I don't want to do until I get other skills. Because it's just a fucking pain in the ass until you get those skills. Back when it was only level 50 quest, I'm pretty sure that was a hassle. I started playing this game when level 60 was max, so... Alpha is ready to escort Lucia to Annex Shrine. The path has long been known to us. From Falcon's Nest we will travel across the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather and Duranian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Can't just fly out there? Oh yeah, all the way out to Tailfeather. Hi. I always imagined the first time I set foot upon Giovanni's soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it is to set aside the past, though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysayle to our cause. I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to the greater good, even unto her dying breath, and while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day that she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course, we must press on to Annex Trine, if you will follow me. Foreshadowing. Alright, way out here, don't feel like flying. Hello, Vidofnir. Hanging out, want to meet my new friends? They would ever welcome here, friend of Ysayle. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Imeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thor and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great Worm Ratatoskir, shrouding the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the War of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysayle. Alas, the deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who could dare to dream that peace could be at last within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Ysayle once did, and we must make that dream a reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight, however I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire, he must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Fear not, knight, thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon, my humble thanks, I shall bear your words to the Lord forthwith, until we meet again. Alright, where's Elfie at? Just hanging out back here? Hi guys! Given the circumstance, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised the proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Maybe I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But do not wait for me, the return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of Cersei, we shall continue on to Charlais, and we hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would really make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Elf, and I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. We have to Crowmere River. Another time, another place. Yup! Everyone is eager to set out for Charlais. So it seems we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she has privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business to rendezvous with Stoll in Idleshire. The Japanese name is Kururu, which is a very Lalafell name from the Sons of Baldessian. FF5 reference. Hi, I'm Monica. It's good to see you. I confess I assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Imeric's proposal with Hresvelgra, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlais guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Front bridge sounds like a gobby name. Long wait. Alright, new Lalafell friend? I think there's a new Lalafell friend.
See,
Kururu.
ご紹介に預かりました。クルルです。はじめまして。あなたが光の戦士さんね。うん。確かに強い力を持っているみたい。
Like you look like you have some strength.
それから、お久しぶりね、アルフィノくん。ずっと見ない間に背が伸びたんじゃない？
Alright, Alfie-kun.
彼女はシャーレアン魔法大学時代の先輩でね、在学中に世話になったんだ。
確かにいっぱいお世話してあげたよね。若干11歳にして難関の魔法大学への入学を許された天才少年アルフィノ・ルベユール君。この子ったら初対面の先輩たちになんて自己紹介した
That look though.
やめてくれ。
Gee.
そんな頼み方でいいのかな。
思い出話はここまでにして本題に入りませんか。お願いしますよ、クルルさん。
エオルゼアに来てから少しは処世術ってものを勉強したみたいね。それじゃあ今後お姉さんには敬意を持って接するように。さて、アルフィノ君で遊ぶのはこれくらいにしないと。私が来たのはミンフィリアたち暁の皆さんを捜索するためなんだから。
その口ぶりからすると何か手がかりを持っているの？
手がかりというよりも手法かしら。大体の事情はタタルさんから聞いているんだけど、私の力で探し出せそうな人がいるのよ。エンシェントテレポで脱出したまま行方がわからないサンクレットさん。彼の痕跡ならたどることができると思うわ。
This also looks like her white mage outfit from FF5.
それは本当ですか？
She uses the cat ear hood.
ええ、魔導野郎が持つ水晶の目を借りることができればだけど。
Oh, he's stealing Matoya's eye.
マトーヤを交えて聞いた方が良さそうね。みんなでマトーヤの洞窟に向かいましょう。
Let's go visit cranky old lady again. Alright, trolling Lalafell get. Now it's like, go far south. Barrow Rago. Hi guys. You'd say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Oh, you don't know? Plus, by meeting with the famous Master Matoya seems to have set Crow thinking. I've heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they all are true. This way, and have care where you tread. Hi, random dude. What was cranky old lady up to? Not happy to see us? Yay, FF1 music.
ぞろぞろとよくもまあまた厄介事を持ってきたのかい。
There's always trouble.
若者の相談に乗るのが老人の生きがいというものでしょう。余生の楽しみを持ってきてあげた。
I mean, it hasn't been very long since we last saw you.
口も減らなきゃ可愛げもないときたもんだ。
No, what do you want?
いやでも聞かせるつもりならさっさと要件を多いよ。
お初にお目にかかります、マトウヤ様。シャーレアン本国のバルデシオン委員会からやってまいりましたクルルと申します。
バルデシオン、確かあのジジイの研究室があった島は。
はい、バル島は消滅してしまいました。アルテマ級の魔法攻撃によって文字通り跡形もなく、私が生き残ったのは光の加護のおかげです。
光の加護だって、まさかクルルさんも。
ええ、私も超える力を持っているわ。バルデシオン委員会はこの星のありようを研究していたの。その一環として星の意志とそれに接触しうる超える力について調べていた。
So all your friends are concerned when you black out randomly as well?
その被験者の一人というわけ。ミンフィリアと知り合い友人になることができたのも同じ能力。
You know what you don't have in common? Your height.
そんな背景があったとは知らなかったよ。
I mean, we heard of it way back in ARR.
隠すつもりはなかったけれど、一応機密だったから。
それでこの年寄りに何をさせようって言うんだい。
私は委員会の仲間を失いました。だからこそミンフィリアや暁の賢人だけは何としても助けたいのです。マトウヤ様、あなたが持つ水晶の目を、いえ、古の光のクリスタルをお借りできないでしょうか。
存在だけではなく将来までお見通しとはね。少しお待ち。
マトウヤが占いに使うクリスタル、通称水晶の目。確かにその輝きには不思議な力があると思っていたけど、これが光のクリスタルですって。
超える力を持つ光の戦士のような存在は過去霊祭の旅に現れ大きな働きを成してきた。そしてハイデリンはそれぞれの時代の英雄たちにその力の一部を光のクリスタルという形で分け与えていたの。これはそんな古の英雄が残した遺物。ハイデリンの力が弱まる前に分かたれた力であるがゆえに、現代の光のクリスタルよりはるかに強い力を秘めている。
これほどの純度のクリスタルは世界広しといえどそう多くはないだろうね。魔法の結節点としての価値は計り知れないくらいさ。
In this game, the Dark Elves didn't even steal it.
言葉の壁を越える力が強く発言しました。動物と会話できるなんて言われるほどに、これは言い換えれば意志を感じ取る力が強いということ。
Oh, so you don't pass out, people just think you're talking to yourself all the time?
つまりこの力を水晶の目を通して発現させれば、地脈を漂う意志の痕跡、サンクレットさんが向かった先がわかるかもしれません。
未だにそやつの行方が見つかっていない以上、断る理由はないようだね。この場から持ち出さないのであれば、
Or take it out of my sight?
自由にお使い。
ありがとうございます、マトウヤ様。それでは早速。
Everyone's like, didn't we just see this with the gobbies?
国への森を抜けた意志の痕跡は北西に向かい、巨大な輝きの麓で消えました。そこにあるのは霊峰ソームアル。サンクレットさんは運よく地上に出たようです。
高知ドラバニアか。よし、テイルフェザーに向かい捜索を開始しよう。彼の
Searching for friends? Thanks, cranky old lady. Alright, back to the Forelands. Again. Hey guys, where to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, I've already prepared several sketches of Thancred for their very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired quite some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. Our pose is split into two pairs. Schnell and I will inquire to the outlying encampments while Monica and Crow question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we should regroup near Lost Vath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Alright, let's go Lala party! How is she height-wise? My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we'd best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds. Hey, Lubard! Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. Here's a sketch. It's very sketchy. No, I ain't seen him around, sorry. How about the champ? Hey, Marcy! What's that you got there? A sketch? Here you go. Also fairy in the way. Can't say another face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself. And with style, way to tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sounds like your man? Thanks, Marcy. What about Peppermint Patty? A Huron man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Sure, how about this? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest as I call, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see. Then he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Where are you when it comes to height? Slightly taller than my character, so you're not a Lalafell. Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Chikai, Chikai, Chikai! Let's see what the others have found out. Alright, wait at the destination. Waiting. Alright, did we find our buddy? My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in accessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not for so receiving visitors. Nonetheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Thus, not a chance to see the man's face. His height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you've heard the same tales. Be that as may, we yet want for conclusive proof. I hope this isn't related, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to tale for the search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred is sent to Vath to market instead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. You're gonna get smacked. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? I happen to be very good friends with the Vath. Alright, is that where we're heading? Just straight to the west? Go west, because life is peaceful there. Elfin would like very much to continue the search for Thancred. What are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us at Lostath Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along. Impatient, is he? Hi. Have you seen our Fuendo? Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lostath Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we were told you may have had certain dealings. He looks like this picture. How curious, the hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he's not prey, he's but a friend long missing. Good, he's a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly, and you're quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt, the fleshing, clothed in skins came to us from Salmo, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lostath Nath, not long ago, when we heard that one might had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned? We don't forget to say that Nath had grown as before. What could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Ronaldo, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart. We must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, Rehunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. Click, click. Alright, thanks, friend. Is Thancred just out here casually soloing Ravana? Oh joy, purple stuff! What's going on in purple stuff? Hi guys. Would you like me to press an AoE button? Murder. Don't look this way. You're too low level. I'm at 64, so you can't see me. I'm fucking John Cena. Murder. Speaking of murder. Is he doing some casual Nath murder? Oh, I'll get fucked. Nope. It's different people. A different raid group. Fuck your shield. Ravana murder. Hi guys. Echo things. Double echo things.
貴様たちアシエンを倒し、歪められてきた歴史を俺たちの手に取り戻す。
英雄気取りめ、愚かなことを。それで世界が救えると本気で信じているのか。
やってやるぞ。俺たち必ず救ってみせる。
Limit break. Another Ascian got fucked up.
なるほど。お前がこの世界の英雄ってわけか。それにしちゃ万神への対応が遅すぎやしないか。獲物は先にいただいちまったぜ。
Rude.
感じたことのないエーテルね。テンパードにされているような感じはしないけれど。
武神ラーバナと戦っていたようだが、君たちは何者だ。
試してみるか。
Oh, get fucked. Bonk. Oh, get flared. Hi. Friend found. Boot. Whee! Those also really big daggers.
ちょっとした挨拶のつもりだったが邪魔が入ったか。光の戦士よ、覚えておくがいい。我々は闇の戦士。お前とは異なる道を歩む者だ。いずれまた会うことになるだろう。
As usual, Lalafell get charged the guild for teleporting.
闇の戦士、何者なの。
Hi, friend.
サンクレッド、無事で。
話したいことはいろいろあるが、ひとまずこの場を離れよう。グラス族の兵たちが戻ってくる前にな。
Retreat! Ravana was already murdered. Don't get to see Thancred solo Ravana. Alright, free escape. And right into another cutscene.
やれやれ、とんだ再会になったものね。無事で何よりだったけれど、今までどこで何をしていたのかしら。
It's like, did you have to wait till she ate a shield bash?
それはこっちのセリフさ。地下水道で戦っていたと思ったら、突然光に包まれて、気づいた時には見知らぬ土地と来たもんだ。エンシェントテレポによる転移が行われたと理解するまで、しばらく時間がかかったよ。
And naked.
助けてくれてありがとうな。
サンクレット。
Just get married already.
そこからは生きるために必死さ。なんせすっぱだかだったからな。削った黒曜石をナイフ代わりに魔物を仕留めて肉と皮を手に入れる、まさにサバイバル生活。
Well placed animal.
どうにか人里を見つけようとさまよった挙句出会ったのがバスの塚のグナース族だったというわけだ。
なるほど。ストーリーテラーが言っていた獣の皮をまとった男とはやはり君のことだったのか。
あまりにひどい格好だったもんで。
So how long were you out here by yourself?
人の服を用立ててもらってね。
A very cultured man.
グナース族から彼らの万神の話を聞いたんだ。何でも神狩りを成した人の勇者がいたというじゃないか。
万神の動きを追えばいずれ暁のものに出会う。そう考えてグナースの塚の周辺を探っていたのね。
ご名答。ま、あんな連中と出くわすとは思っていなかったかな。
闇の戦士と名乗っていたが、光の戦士に対する皮肉だとでも。
少しだけ彼らの過去を垣間見たのだけれど、国威をまとった者と戦っていたわ。あれはアシエンだったと思う。
It was.
過去にアシエンと戦い、武神ラーバナを圧倒する者たち。彼らもまた超える力の持ち主だというのか。
Thinking, everybody's thinking. Alright, quest complete. A little slow? I often was lost in thought, doubtless ruminating on the implication of the encounters with the Warriors of Darkness. From cutscene to cutscene. Welcome to story mode. Those of the power of the Echo and driven put down primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how I found Monica. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal, speaking which I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land slaying primes without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will reveal us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Fafnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amaric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Something being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you ever need me, I shall be with Master Matoy. I would beg assistance with a search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia's missing? I thought she escaped with Monica. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in our absence. Alright, got a friend back. Oh, sweet. Delivery to Annex Shrine. Alright, go to the west side. There's the hole in the roof. West side! Hi, Viddy. How you doing? I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Renofner, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Vanna, who has been summoned by the Gnath, has been laid low. I call it Nath, but the Japanese kept calling it the Gnath, so I guess I'll call it Gnath from now. Truly, once more your motives have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Whether we could take credit, the god fell by another's hand. Another revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is a cause for celebration. The Gnath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation? As promised, I brought that matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of worth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then he accepts Sir Imaric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Ysael. Would that you were here to see it. Alright, finally peace happening! Or is it?
Hikari no senshi tachi ga natsukashiki nakama to no saikai o hatashite ita koro, Koto de wa hitotsu no jiken ga okite ita.
Uh-oh.
神殿騎士団総長アイメリク卿が暴漢に襲われたのである。
Run away! Get him!
神聖なるコートで起きた流血沙汰は人々を震撼させた。くすぶり続けていた火が炎となり燃え広がりつつあることを多くの民が実感したのである。
It's like bad things happening. It's like we're gonna come back to bad tidings. Right, let us not keep Sir Imaric waiting. Except he got stabbed. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Guardians of Duranians and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on one at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time we will find Yada, Papalimo, and Mephilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray don't misunderstand, I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to be the very... to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Bad things happening. Let's teleport closer to there. Run by Bert. Run by Ernie. Hi, Firmalbert. Hello, bad tidings. You return. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Imaric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What happened? Will he live? The Couragent tell me that he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Arturo not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several wires, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start-off casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires are started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have them rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Alright, bad things happening. That's a lot of story we got done, so I think we'll continue the bad things next time. Next time, finish this... I'm not even done 5.1, or like 3.1. So I guess next time, finish off this thing and move on to the next set of story. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!